This is important information about the final exam in Aero 310, which you will decide whether or not to take. I will not excuse anyone from the final because that is your decision to make. The key thing is to know your total points going into week 10 so you can make an informed decision about taking the final exam. That means the essay and the presentation must be graded by week 10. To reach 100 points, you must take either the week 10 exam or the final exam to reach 100 points. And for that, I refer you to the syllabus. So let's take an example. Suppose you have 80 points going into week 10. Then, to get above 90, you must score 11 out of the 20-point week 10 exam to reach 91 points. And 91 points is 91%, since 100 points is the baseline, and that will give you an A. So the conclusion then is that you do not need to take the final exam. In fact, if you took the final exam, you'd have to score 18 out of 20 to keep that A grade. That's the problem. Now, why is that? Well, that's because your baseline has shifted from 100 points to 120 points. And to get above 90 in 120 points, that requires 108 points out of 120. So you would need 18 to score, to go from 91 to 101 to 109 to get a better score. And so it would not make any sense for you to take the exam. But suppose you had 90 points after the last test in week 10, counting the essay and presentation. That's 90%. Technically, that's a B. You need more than 90% to get an A. Should you take the final exam? Well, if you listen to the mental health presentation, this would make you a fence sitter, wouldn't it? And the answer would be no. But suppose you didn't attend the lecture. Should you take the final exam? Well, here's the deal. You've got 90 points now. If you take the final exam, your baseline will go from 100 points to 120. To keep 90% out of 120 points, you need to get 18 out of 20, because 90 points plus 18 points is 108, and 108 over 120 is 90%. So it turns out that the bottom line is if you have 88 points or less after week 10, you cannot improve your grade by taking the final exam. Because to get more than 108, you'd have to score more than 20 points out of 20 on the final exam. Okay. And I've just used a calculator over here so you can see the percentages when your baseline changes. So the key thing is to know your total points going into week 10 so you can make an informed decision about whether you want to take the final or not. And that means the essay and the presentation, of course, would have to be graded by then. Now, I can only commit to having them graded by then if I'm pretty sure if I have 3 weeks, I can do it. I'll do it. That means that if their essay and presentation are in by the end of week 7, I should have time. I can commit to having the grading done. That allows you to make an informed decision. So, good luck on this. I hope this makes sense, and you can email me any questions about it.